First at 4, breaking news as America starts a new chapter in space travel. This is a live look at the Kennedy Space Center this afternoon. We're about 30 minutes from liftoff. You'll see it live. Governor Whitmer returns to mid-Michigan 1 week after a flood disaster. What she's doing to make sure it doesn't happen somewhere else. Ben.
Karen, as we are watching Florida for that rocket launch, it's weather that could be the deciding factor, whether that gets off the ground, plus thunderstorms here in Michigan. It's all right now, first at 4.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon. I'm Karen Drew. We do have breaking news first at 4. This is the live scene at the Kennedy Space Center. The SpaceX launch is scheduled for 4:33 this afternoon. It will be the first manned rocket to lift off from American soil since the last space shuttle 9 years ago. Now, it is the work of a public-private partnership. If it works, SpaceX will be able to sell rides into space for $55 million each. Here's a quick look at the two astronauts being prepped for the launch. Douglas Hurley and Robert Behnken are headed to the International Space Station. They're wearing custom-fitted spacesuits, which were checked for leaks earlier today. Since the shuttle program stopped back in 2011, the United States has relied on Russian rockets to bring our astronauts into space. Weather, of course, always a key part of the launch. The astronauts need favorable conditions from Florida into the Atlantic Ocean, just in case they have to abort and then might need rescue. Meteorologist Ben Bailey tracking the current conditions. So, Ben, are you seeing any troubles?
Yes, Karen, as you can imagine, and you've lived in Florida in the summertime, just about this time every day, you're seeing thunderstorms. And couple that with Tropical Storm Bertha, which just peeled out of there about 24 hours ago. And we are watching storms. You can see that there's two that we're really concerned about that are right outside of Orlando, or I should say right on top of it right now. We'll zoom in a little bit closer, and you can see these two cells as they're moving off to the north and east. So there's a good chance, you can see Cape Canaveral over here, there's a good chance that these cells are going to clear the launch site before this is set to go at 4:33. So cautiously optimistic, I think, is a good way that a lot of folks down there are looking at it. There's still some other issues that they have to look at with clouds, but if we can get these thunderstorms out of here, Karen, I think they're going to be good to go here shortly after 4:30.
Exciting. Thank you, Ben. Once again, here's a live look at the SpaceX Crew Dragon. NBC standing by to bring you live coverage of liftoff. If you do step away from the TV, you can see it streaming at clickondetroit.com. So make sure to stay with us. We also have breaking news from Macomb County with new corruption charges. Former Macomb County Commissioner of Public Works Anthony Morocco has been indicted on extortion charges. According to the indictment, over a 20-year period, he is accused of demanding contractors buy tickets to his fundraisers or they wouldn't get county contracts. Morocco allegedly extorted contractors out of hundreds of thousands of dollars and then used the money on vacations and gifts. We'll have more on the case tonight at 6. Now, let's turn our attention to the coronavirus. We have just learned that Michigan State University is preparing to bring students back to campus in the fall. Of course, the university cautions that expectation could change based on how the pandemic progresses. Statewide, we have seen a slight jump in new cases from earlier this week, with more than 500 recorded in the past 24 hours. The state is also reporting 68 additional deaths, pushing the total above 5,300. Macomb County launching a pilot project to see if sampling sewage can trace COVID-19 hotspots. We'll have more on that research when you join us at 6. Now, on a brighter note, Walt Disney World is targeting June 11th to reopen pending final approval. Detroit's mayor now says the city is ready to help the entire region get tested.
Unless we beat COVID-19 as a region, we're not really going to wipe it out. And so we've made the decision that starting today, anybody in southeastern Michigan can get a test at the fairgrounds. Don't need a prescription, don't need any money. You can get a free test at the fairgrounds. We want anybody in southeastern Michigan who needs one to come out and get one, but you have to get an appointment.
Governor Whitmer is taking action 1 week after the disaster hit Michigan. This video of homes underwater was just heartbreaking. Sky 4 flew over the area again today, and this is what we saw from the air this afternoon. The governor was also in Midland and announced she's asking the Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy to investigate what caused the Edenville and Sanford dams to fail. That mandate goes beyond Midland.
I also asked Eagle to review the issue of dam safety in Michigan and provide recommendations on policy, legislative, and enforcement reforms that can prevent these harms from being repeated elsewhere.
The governor says those responsible for what happened last week need to be held accountable. The mayor of Minneapolis is calling for charges against the arresting officer in the death of a black man in police custody. This comes as protesters take to the streets demanding justice. Kimberly Gill in the newsroom. And Kim, tensions keep rising after last night's protests turned violent.
Hi, Karen. Good afternoon. The protests intensified, as you said, overnight after 4 officers were fired for their involvement in the killing of 46-year-old George Floyd. New video from a nearby restaurant shows the moments leading up to the deadly encounter. You see officers walking a handcuffed Floyd to a wall and sitting him down there on the right-hand side of your screen. Moments later, one of the officers begins to walk Floyd away. This does not show what a bystander later filmed of an officer holding his knee to Floyd's neck. He repeatedly tries to tell the officer he can't breathe before losing consciousness. He later died at a hospital. Today, we're hearing from Floyd's family, who say they want justice.
I would like for those officers to be charged with murder, because that's exactly what they did. They murdered my brother. He was crying for help.
How many more of these senseless, excessive force killings by the people who are supposed to protect us can we take in Black America and all of America?
Violence erupted last night between protesters and Minneapolis police. Officers used tear gas, and there were several reports of rubber bullets being used to disperse the crowd. There's also body cam video from all 4 officers, Karen, but it has not yet been released. Meanwhile, the FBI is also involved in the investigation. Karen, we'll have more on the news at 5. Until then, we'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Kim. Still ahead first at 4. Bargain hunters, listen up, especially if you are into fashion. The country's biggest retailer has a new plan to put you into popular brands, but there is a catch. Also ahead, how the Ford